Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And in case you didn't already know, if you're brand new here, my name is Jean Pam, and I've been working with dogs and training them and doing all sorts of things with dogs since 1969. I was a trainer, and as of recently, I have changed the menu of what I do with dogs. Now I work with their architecture. I have done bite work, protection work. I've even trained a service, at least one service dog. So, I kind of know what I'm doing. I do not do pet dog anything. This is an entirely different venue that I am going down. Some of my dogs are what would be considered tier one enforcers, and this basically means they have hair triggers on them, and they're highly reactive. And I'm not bragging by any means, but guys, um, so far I've been the only one that can handle these dogs. My tier ones will even attack people they're very, very familiar with if I am not present. Uh, and so, all my guys, they are rescues, and only the powers that be know what these dogs have gone through. But since they've been with me over, beginning in 19, I'm sorry, not 19, 2018, folks, I'm not that old. Um, Beginning in 2018, when I got Peaches, and then later in that year, I ended up getting Shay, and then the following year, I ended up getting uh, Daisy, and then let's see, what was it? About 8 months later, I ended up with Nikki, and then it was a couple years after that. Princey came into my life as he was a total of 11 months old. He wasn't even quite a year old. And his situation was from basically a cycle. Uh, and then we also had, after that, at this point, I am not interested in more dogs. But after Prince came, and then there came Odie. And Odie has some very, very, very serious problems. But he's totally chill now. And followed by that, then of course we have Bo, who he was a feral born dog, and that's a whole different category of dog. And also, lastly, there is Pup Pup, and I got him when he was 3 months old. Um, Very sad case, very 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 sad, very heartless case. But anyway, enough of that. You guys saw my guys at the beginning of this video. And anyway, that's my pack. So let's get on with the video. So guess what, guys? A totally awesome, over the top, wonderful thing that has happened. I am so thrilled and happy. I finally found a vet that could help Shay Dog. Now, you've seen Shay in a lot of videos if you followed me, and his hair just continues to fall out, and it really looks awful. And I have tried everything, and I have finally found a vet, and I've been through multiple vets, by the way. I have finally found a vet that actually knows what she's doing. And she prescribed a bunch of medication for him. And I'm going to show you the before, which is actually part of a video that I've recently posted, so you can see get a good look at his back, and then what he's like right now. This is only like 3 days ago when I saw this vet and started giving him this medication, and you're going to see a significant change in this dog. So guys, hang in there, and what I'm about to do is it's just a miracle. I'm almost lost for words, and I'm so grateful because he's no longer scratching himself raw. His hair is no longer falling out. His ear infection pretty much gone. Okay, he has suffered for a long, long time with severe ear infections, and within an hour to 2 hours after giving him a bath, the whole room smelled really bad again because of his skin issues. And I'm just over the top happy to be able to show you guys this. So here we go. We're going to start first with showing you what he looked like before I took him to the vet. Okay, this part of the video is when we went to the vet. I just kind of wanted to give you a quick idea on how all the dogs behave. Prince also has a little issue going on, and he has an owie on his ear. I took Prince Peaches and Daisy. I'm sorry, Prince, Peaches, and Shay. We all went to the vet at the same time, and I want to show you right here how my dogs behave at the vet. This is just a waiting room, and the next portion of this video will be Shay, Shay's skin problem, and also how he looks today. Okay, guys, we are here at the vet. As you can see, looks like it was the card ending in 530. And the guys are quietly waiting for our turn. Note there are a lot of people and distractions going on. So, see that? And they're just quietly waiting. Okay, you are not going to believe this. If I hadn't seen it for myself, I would think somebody was nuts trying to tell me that this kind of progress occurred over, I believe it was only 3 days. Let me double check the medication dates here. Well, it says 131. I'm sorry. Yeah, 3/31/26. I'm gonna put this up here real close so you guys can see for yourself. See there? So now I guess now it's been 5 days. Okay, 1 week. My mistake. Good thing I checked and I make sure that you guys get the facts. Okay, 5 days on these medications. All right, are you ready? This is totally unbelievable. But I promise you it's real. Oh, and by the way, they had records for Shay 10 years back when he had his leg surgery. Turns out he's closer to 12 years old rather than 10. Again, my mistake. And I let you guys know whenever I make a mistake, I'm the first person that will step up and say, yeah, I messed up. Because mistakes happen. Okay, guys, let me show you what he looks like. Now, you're not going to believe this at all. There's my good boy. Hi, sweetie. Hi. Let me look at your chest. See? Major hair growth coming in. Look at the face. Hair is starting to grow on the side of his face now. Yeah, he's an old man. Okay, Shay. Oh, okay, ready? Starting to grow in here. Look at that. Sparse, but it's definitely there. Ready, Shay? And up. Oh, what? Shay, come on. There you go. Shay, hair is growing here. Look at that. Good job, sweet boy. I know, I gotta do his nails. Okay, and... Alright, baby. And down. Good work. Yes. Okay, ready? And turn. Good boy, Adlai. Okay, you see that? Hair's coming there. See those places? It was all bald. It was totally bald, folks. And, okay, Shay, get up. That's my boy. And turn. Stop, wait. And there it is. Look at that. That is absolutely incredible. Look at all that wonderful hair growing back. You are beautiful. Yes, you are. You are a good boy. Look at that, folks. Look at that. Can you believe it? Look at that, all the hair. I am totally blown away. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching. And let me know, have you ever experienced anything like this? Shay Elk has been through vet after vet after vet over a period of nearly 5. Well, we are kind of limited here on how many vets we actually have here on this island, but I think it feels like sometimes I've gone through every single one of them. And it's not just frustrating that I spent so much money. It is heartbreaking for me to know that my dog has been suffering all this time, and these medications that this vet gave him fixed it so quickly. And I really wonder where some of these vets have either gone to school, what kind of experience they have, or are they just trying to milk people for money. Um, anyway, this lady is at the Aloha Vet here in Hilo, and I mean, she's good. She's obviously very, very good. So, anyway, guys, as always, remember, my friends, if you don't teach them to do the right thing, you are, in fact, if you don't put your foot down and say no, no means no, and yes means yes, you are teaching them to do everything wrong. And it's nobody's fault. It's not the dog's fault. It is yours. And because you're not giving clear signals, you must give clear signals, as you saw here. Even though I was talking to Shay, he responded very well. He knows the routine. He knows very well. All right, guys. Hey, give me a comment, subscribe. I hope. And my channel's really small. I'm not begging for subscribers or anything like that. But if you like what you see, if you're interested in the real deal, without a bunch of fluff, without a lot of noise, without I am the best in the world kind of stuff, it's probably a good place for you to be. I like it calm, I like it quiet, and even now, all my dogs are in here, and we are, well, things are peaceful. Take care, guys. We'll see you next time here on the Master Matriarchs Canines.